one of the major differences between a licensed Floyd Rose tremolo and an original Floyd Rose made by either Floyd Rose earlier on or today Schaller, GmbH in Germany. Other materials. The bridge itself, the base plate is steel. I don't know what grade of steel it is, the alloy. These magnets stick to it, but they're not crazy about it. The saddles, those are zinc. The insert blocks are steel. The saddle lock screws are steel, and the fine tuners are steel, and the string lock screws are steel. The sustain block is zinc, and even the tension plate is not steel. On the right are the Chinese version of the Floyd Rose nut and lock plates. Obviously zinc, pure zinc, I would guess, against the Floyd Rose originals. Why does this matter? Obviously zinc is not a real durable metal. It won't last you long. In fact, I learned my lesson on my first guitar with a licensed Floyd Rose, made of mainly zinc like this. The parts began to wear out in 6 or 7 months of playing. First thing I noticed was that these saddle lock screws, they stripped easily. Mine were not steel, they were zinc on my other tremolo. But this one's actually better than my original, which was a Floyd EVH Floyd Rose Special, by the way. I think this one is better than that one, than the EVH Floyd Rose Special. The saddles are zinc, insert blocks are steel. But the parts, yes, it was these screws first. The thread stripped out. Then the thread stripped out on the saddles. Also, these were zinc in these insert blocks were zinc in my original, and they all expanded from pressure of the string lock screws. They mushroomed, and I had a hell of a time getting them out. In fact, I couldn't get one of them out. I had to tip it upside down, put it in a vise, and bang it on the backside with a hammer and a screwdriver. I got most of them out, and I ended up shaving them down with a Dremel cutoff bit. I just shaved them down on the sides and put them back in. But I ended up ordering the Series 1000 upgrade or Floyd Rose, which came with hardened steel saddles. I did not care for the insert blocks that came with them, and I ended up ordering titanium blocks, which have not given me a problem to this day. That was about 3 years ago. The screws are okay. All the screws are okay. The base plate is okay, at least okay. And what I like about this is that the string spacing on this is narrower than on my Floyd Rose EVH Floyd Rose Special over here on my guitar. The only thing that's original on this EVH Floyd Rose Special is the base plate. The arm is a replacement. It's a Schaller. These are all replacements, the tuner screws. The base plate is original. The saddles are all replacements, as well as, well, on the back side here, I've got a brass sustain block there. And as far as the nut goes, I'm not sure exactly. I know I've got Floyd Rose original nut on there. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's an R2. Okay. But here's something interesting. This is an amazing invention for anybody who plays and does their own intonation or guitar setups. Tone vise keyless lock system for the Floyd Rose nut. These are beautiful. You don't need a wrench. Unlock them and tune. I'm not going to do it here. I don't want to throw my guitar at a tune. But anyway, when you're done, lock them back up. And they're locked. You don't need a wrench. My Allen wrenches used to wear out because I was buying cheap zinc ones. Forget what brand they were. I think they were Irwin, actually. And I'd end up having to cut off the ends with a cutoff bit and to renew them. And I was getting tired of that. So anyway, I bought these. These are much better here. But you don't have to use an Allen wrench anymore. After you put these in, you're all set. No more Allen wrench or hex wrench, whichever you're more familiar with. But that is the thing with the licensed Floyd roses, is that they are made of a cheaper metal. This also, the threads were pretty rough. They needed cleaning. There were little bits and pieces of metals left over in the threads. So all of the screws had a gritty feel when I first inserted them. So I took them all out, cleaned them, and lubed them with some Teflon lube. Which all metals love, by the way. Anyway, that's the problem. These parts wear out 6 months to a year anyway. Mine was 6 months, and I began to realize that there is a difference. Just because it looks like a Floyd rose doesn't mean it really is. I mean, a licensed Floyd rose is anyone can make them when they buy the license rights from Floyd himself or his company or whoever is running it now, Schaller. So they can use whatever they want. They don't have to adhere to the original specifications on the materials. So metal content is the most important thing aside from fit and functionality. It's the metal content that these pieces are made from. You don't want something that won't stick to a magnet. That is for sure. Over and out.